What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lonnie for FlightSim Gaming. Today we are doing another PMDG 737 flight. This time we're with Qantas. We are on the ground here at Gate 15 in Perth, and we're heading down to Hobart in Tasmania. Real world flight flown by Qantas. When I had scheduled this flight, they were operating flights daily. They haven't flown there in about 3 weeks or so, so I'm not sure if it's a seasonal flight or not. I don't believe it is, but anyway, it is a real world flight. Haven't uploaded a video in the last little while. I do apologize for that. This PMDG 737 is updated with their new Universal Flight tablet. So we'll have a quick look at that, and then we'll briefly talk about the E-Jets giveaway that we're doing. That is happening. I'll speak more about that as we taxi out to the runway and take off, and then we'll kind of explain how that's going to work and how you enter yourselves in to win the E-Jets aircraft. It is going to be the E170, E175 aircraft that we are giving away. E190, 195 is not out yet, and it will be from Sim Market. So we will give away that probably in the next 7 days or so. But anyway, well, we got GSX doing GSX things. Let's jump inside the aircraft, and let's get things rock and roll. And I got the call sign up top, Qantas 1002. That is the call sign. So this aircraft, the one thing that's new with it is we have our electronic flight bag, universal flight tablet, whatever you want to call it. I've already set it up for my Navigraph information and all that. We'll go ahead and request data. Kind of show you how that works. It's pretty cool. But anyway, let's get down here into the box here. Let's set it up. We are expecting block fuel of 14,087 kilograms. Plug that in there. And payload is going to be 55.8. And that's already plugged in there, and I'll just plug it in there. Bam. We can also, with this aircraft now, request, I guess, our route from SimBrief. Come over to the route tab here. Origin, we are going to Hobart. Flight number is Qantas 1002. I'm not sure if SimBrief will, when we flight plan request, I'm not sure if it adds in the flight number. I don't think it does, but anyway, it's not showing the flight number up there. This is our flight here. I don't know why it's not showing, but anyway, we're going to select that, and you got to wait for it to load. Takes about 10-15 seconds. Route uplink ready. We're going to hit load. It's going to load, and then we're going to activate. And it's just going to bring up our legs. We have to put in our departure and arrival information separately. We'll activate that. We'll execute. Bam, bam, bam. Flight number, we've lost it again. I don't know how to fix that. Plug that back in there. Perfect. Come over to the departure and arrival tab. We are departing off of runway 21 on the MEMUP 3 departure. We'll plug that in there, and I'm going to put our arrival in as well. I don't think it's going to change, but it's the Morga 2 Alpha for runway 30, and we are going to be on the RNAV Zulu for runway 30 with a transition of pitos. And we'll plug that in there. We'll have a look at what is happening here. All our waypoints are in here. It's our arrival, and then that's about it. Come over to the init tab here. Auxiliary fuel weight 55.8. Reserves of 1. Cost index 45. We are cruising up 35,000 feet. The cruise winds, the average wind 258 at 27. And transition, I believe, is 10,000 here in Australia, and 10,000 is correct. Plug that in there. N1 limit, so this is where we'll use the performance tool here. So airport, we have everything in there. We'll import from OFP. Runway 21. Brings our runway length. Conditions are dry. Elevation. Aircraft. We'll import aircraft. Weight. Estimated takeoff weight 69,623. We'll import from OFP, not from the aircraft. And takeoff flaps, the rating, anti-ice. So takeoff flaps will go for an optimum takeoff setting. Same with the rating. Anti-ice will be off. Packs will be on. We'll import our weather. So you can see outside air temps 20 degrees. The winds are 220 at 5. QNH 29.94. All is looking well. We'll calculate and it'll bring up our information here. So our rating is going to be the takeoff rating. That's all selected. Takeoff page here. Flaps 5, a trim of 5.09. CG, sorry, CG 23.67. Brings a trim of 5.1. And we got 144, 146, 150. And we'll plug that in there. I'm going to make sure that we set our trim. Roughly about 5 on that trim wheel there. And we don't have to worry about this. Runway conditions are dry. 150 on the V2. We're going to come up top here. Runway heading, it says 196. Go up 35,000. I don't think there's any altitude constraints that we need to worry about. Altimeter, we got 29 or 9 or 4. Let me just confirm with Navigraph. And yes, 29 or 9 or 4. RTO is set. And all of that looks good. We're going to change our course here. We're going to go 196. Perfect. That is all looking fantastic. Boarding has been complete. We'll come down here. We don't need to worry about our ILS. We are not expecting the ILS in Hobart. We might. But, see what happens with that. Let's get the rest of the aircraft situated. We do have fuel in the center pumps. Keep coming down here. Everything's looking good. Emergency exit lights. We'll go ahead. Arm all this stuff. Window heat can come on. Click spot's gone there. Hydraulics can come on. Landing out is okay. We don't need to worry about that. Because I think our landing out in Hobart is relatively low. Our airport elevation is 13 feet, so we don't have to worry about any of that. We're waiting for the APU to spool up here. This airport, it's a payware airport. I got from, I believe it was Orbex. Axonos is the developers. You know, for me, it's not the best looking airport, as well as it has a lot of static aircraft, which I don't like. I have reached out to the developers about removing the static aircraft, and there is a way. I just haven't gotten to it. Make sure we get the APU on before we disconnect the ground power. APU gen available. APU bleed can come on. Fantastic. Remove the wheels and chocks. We don't need that. Come up to GSX and we will request pushback. Open up Navigraph here, have a look at what we're doing here. We're expecting runway 21. I believe is that runway there. That's 24. I can't even read that.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
That is runway 21. Perfect. And we'll have a look at our taxi routing here. I'll pull up the departure information in a minute. We're going to push back, nose right, tail left. We're going to follow Bravo. Bravo to Whiskey.
Bypass pin inserted.
We'll make a right on Whiskey, and then we will make a right onto runway 21 out for departure. And here is our departure here. Transition up here, 10,000 feet. Basically, track 196 to Navy, turn left. Track 107 to Del Rue. So we're going to go on a heading of 196, hit Navy. We're going to make a left to Del Rue and on out to Memo. That is basically it. Weather information is as follows. Winds are 200 at 6 knots. Visibility 10,000 meters or greater. Broken clouds at 1600. It's 19 degrees. Altimeter 29er, decimal 9er 4. Fantastic, fantastic. Nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push.
Parking brakes are released.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Engine number 2. Keep getting my keybinds mixed up with the views here. So we are doing the FlightSim Studio E-Jets giveaway. I'm just going to announce this is the video, which I need you guys to comment down below to enter yourselves into the giveaway. I'm not sure how many people are actually going to watch this video, so I might have to post something on my community tab just so that everybody can have the same chance to enter into the giveaway. So yes, I use a comment generator from a specific video, and it randomly generates a comment which is attached to one of you guys, and then that's basically how you will win in the giveaway. And then I'll reach out to you, or you'll have to reach out to me via email. I will need, so my email information is in the about sections under my YouTube channel, and I'll need a snapshot of your actual YouTube dashboard just so I know it's you. And basically, yeah, I kind of messed this up. We needed to wait for a 20% N2 before I introduce fuel. That's okay. We'll make sure we get it right on this one. Engine number 1 over to the ground switch. We'll get a 20% N2.
Please set parking brakes.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
20%. We'll introduce our fuel. And then, yes, one lucky winner will receive that aircraft. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the E190, 195 jets will be a separate purchase for those wondering if you'll get, I guess, access to those aircrafts. I don't believe you will. I believe it's a separate purchase. I also believe that the FlightSim Studio E170 aircraft, 175 aircraft, I believe that price is also going to go up once the 190s come out. So, grab it while you can at the current price. Gonna go ahead, flaps 5. And also, yes, the E170, 175 aircraft has recently been updated. We'll make sure we get a video out for you guys sooner rather than later to show you kind of what's new and exciting with the aircraft. Flaps 5, green and set. We'll go ahead, VNAV, LNAV will be armed. We'll come up top here. Engine gens can come off. Packs can go to auto. APU can come off. Engine switches to continuous. Taxi light coming on. And have a good trip. I think we are ready. Flaps 5 is set. Auto brakes set to RTO. We'll go ahead and recall. Recall is okay. So we're on Bravo. We're on Bravo. We're going to taxi Bravo. I'm sorry, we're not on Bravo. I guess we're just going to go apron to Bravo. And we'll go Bravo to Whiskey. Whiskey on to the runway. Parking brake released. So yes, this electronic flight bag is new to the aircraft. It will be the same one in all of PMDG's aircraft. They're going to use it. It's a universal flight bag. They're going to use it in the 777. As well as their 737 fleets. Despite all the static aircraft at this airport, we are getting about 47 FPS, which is pretty good. Not on any type of air traffic control network. You'd probably lose close to 10 FPS if you were. For those wondering about performance. This is flight number 2 or leg number 2 in Australia. We're going much west coast to Tasmania. It's a state outside of it's a state of Australia, just outside of mainland Australia. Some pretty good scenery out in Hobart. Also picked it up on Orbex. I'm not sure where we're going after that. I do have a schedule. I'm not currently looking at it. Don't forget, everybody, if you're just joining the video, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do that. Subscribing to the channel enters yourself into the giveaway. I don't believe I mentioned that. In order to even enter yourselves into the giveaway, you have to be a subscriber. And then yes, comment on this video down below to enter yourselves in. There is no cost to this. Nobody is sponsoring this video. We're not sponsored by FlightSim Studios or YouTube or Sim Market. All these giveaways that I do come out of my own pocket. It's just a thank you to everybody who supports the channel, who's a part of this fantastic community. We're almost at 1,000 subs, which is fantastic. We are very close to start doing some live streaming. I'm very excited for that. Landing lights coming on, runway turns coming on, but yes, we will be doing live stream very soon. We'll probably hit 1,000 subs, probably in the new year, and then that's a pretty good achievement there. It's basically 1,000 subs in the past 12 months, which how can you complain about that? Fantastic. Alright, runway 21. Let's get ourselves lined up here. Throttle's up to 40%. Let's take off, shall we? Do a recall check, all is well. 40% stable. Auto throttle is set.
knots.
80 knots, check.
E1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear is going up. And we'll pitch for climb. Beautiful departure out of here. Go ahead and lock that gear. That noise is pretty annoying. Beautiful departure on out of here. I'd like to get some views, but I'd much rather concentrate on the flight here. Let's go ahead and pitch down. Flaps 1 is set. And we're going to go flaps up. And we'll start our left turn. A little bumpy on this left turn here. Another beautiful departure out of Perth. Still hand flying it. A little bumpy out of here. A lot of cloud layer down below. Go ahead and jam the autopilot. Autopilot is on. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and adjust our heading here. 105 on the heading. And not much to see. Coming out of cloudy Perth, Australia. This flight is about 4 hours long. I think the actual air time is like around 3 hours 45 minutes or so. So it is a relatively long flight. It's about 1,600 nautical miles. So we're going to be here for a little bit. Auto brake, we'll go ahead and shut that off. But yeah, so we're going to be doing some flights out here in Australia. I do want to apologize to my viewers that I have not been posting much content the last little while. You know, just been a little busy on my end. I do apologize for that. But I know I keep saying I'm going to try to get 2 videos out per week. We might actually this week do 3 videos. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm trying to roll out as many videos as I can. I'm falling behind on my schedule here. Definitely we need to check out the E175 again with new updates. I believe one of the new features with the E175, E170s is you can automatically set your your V speeds from the tablet to the actual McDo, which is cool. So we'll look into that. Not many system updates with it. A lot of bug fixes. No VNAV implementation yet. We'll see when they release the E190 if there's going to be any VNAV implementation. I hope they do. but you just never know. 10,000 feet. We'll go ahead, standard pressure, and then we'll come up top here. Engines over to auto. Retract the lights. Climbing up 35,000 feet here. We'll go 117. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. We're going to be in the all throughout Australia. We're going to be in the 737. We're probably going to switch over from Virgin to Qantas. We don't plan on going to New Zealand, but I think I got maybe about 3 more flights here in Australia. And I know we're going to visit Brisbane and Melbourne. We're going to go Sydney. I believe we're going to go Cairns as well. I believe there's a new Cairns that got released. I might actually do 2 legs in one video as well. We'll see how short some of these flights are, just to kind of speed it up. And then, yeah, that's kind of really it. But yes, please enter yourselves into this giveaway. Comment down below. Please be subscribed to the channel. Smash down that thumbs up button if you can. I would greatly appreciate that. The next video will not be the update. Sorry, will not be the giveaway. This is the giveaway video, but in 2 videos we're going to be rolling that giveaway to 1 lucky winner, and should be on an E-Jets video. So I think, yes, we're going to do 1 more video in the 737. We're going to hop over to the E-Jets and then back in the 737. So anyway, let me get this aircraft up 35,000 feet here, and I will catch y'all on the descent into Hobart. It's actually a pretty cool approach. See you in a bit, ladies and gents. Take care. Peace. What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the video. Currently on the descent down into Hobart. We're expecting the RNAV Zulu approach for runway 30. We'll open up Navigraph now, have a look at our arrival into Hobart. So we are on the Morgo 2 Alpha RNAV arrival. As we're descending down, trans level is 11,000 feet here. I got to make sure I update that into the actual box there. Transalt is 10,000. Disregard that. Transalt 10,000. Anyway, we are approaching Morgo, and then we're gonna hit Poxit, Gulib, coming down here, transition Pidos down into the runway, and we are on the RNAV Zulu approach for runway 30. We have our minimum here of 370. I have that set down here in the box. Weather is as follow. The winds are 310 at 7. Visibility is 10,000 meters or greater. A few clouds of 4,000. It's 11 degrees, and altimeter is 3030. We are going to be expecting, I think it's going to be stand 4 when we get into Hobart. Hopefully we will be able to vacate on Charlie. We should be able to if we hit the touchdown markers there. We're going to go ahead Charlie Alpha up to gate 4. So that's kind of what we have planned. The winds are sort of in our favor. We don't have to really worry about that now. Beautiful approach, stunning approach coming in here to this part of Australia. The sun is starting to set. It's looking really nice. That's out of our left wing there, and this is our right wing. Fantastic imagery coming in. I have the MK2 all set up here under the approach tab here. So we are going to be doing a flaps 30 approach, or a flaps 30 landing. Speed 143 plus 5. And that's really about it. I also use this landing calculator here. Basically, my VREF is going to be the same with the plus 5 there. Auto brakes 3 will be set with a flaps 30 landing. So pretty much all is good. Turn some of that lighting down there. It looks a little bright. Beautiful, beautiful. So we do have some speed and altitude restrictions here. We got to be at boxed below 13,000 feet. In Gulib, it said max 280 on the speed. I edited that to 250. We would have to pull out these speed brakes there as we're approaching 10,000 feet. So we'll make sure that is all good. VNAV is looking fantastic. If you're just joining the video now, I do want to say we are doing the FlightSim Studio E-Jets giveaway. It's for the E170, 175 aircraft. Both aircraft are a bundle. So to the lucky winner, you will get both aircrafts, and there are some livery that come with that as well. To enter yourself into the draw or into the giveaway, you have to be subscribed to the channel. You got to comment down below in this video. Hopefully enough people will be able to enter. It's not a flight sim. It's not an E-Jet video that I'm doing. So I don't think the viewership traffic is going to be as busy, but I will note on the community tab on my channel that we will be doing a giveaway, and this is the video to enter. The next video, we're flying, I think, Brisbane to Cairns. That's not going to be the actual giveaway video. It's the video after that. So in 2 videos time, we'll be giving out... we'll be doing the draw for the giveaway. That will probably be an E-Jets video as well, because I do want to take a look at the new update with FlightSim Studios. I believe I had mentioned earlier in the video, I don't believe having the E-Jet E170, E175 aircraft will get you a free E190, E195 aircraft. I believe that's a separate purchase. I will most likely give one of those away as well once that aircraft lands into the simulator, hopefully in the next 4 weeks. I think they're anticipating November, maybe December. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, back to the aircraft here. Coming up on our approach here. It's going to be a nice, beautiful downwind, right base to final. Very nice approach coming in here. Quite a long flight, 3 hours and 45 minutes, I believe, of airtime. Yeah, it's a pretty standard flight flown by Qantas in the 737-800. I just want to thank everybody who comes out to support the channel. Thank you very much. If you have not yet, smash down the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. We're almost at 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs is quite the milestone for any, I guess, YouTuber that has just started out. So we're on pace for 1,000 subs by the end of the year. That's, in my eyes, something that I didn't expect, but I'm very proud of that. And I do not call this my, this is not my home, my career. This is something I do on my spare time. You know, I've been doing flight simming for the last 3 years, so. Looks like we're gonna have some weather activity out there. That's okay. Basically, for the RNAV approach, what I'll do, so I have a altitude constraint of above 5,500 at one of these waypoints here. Once we pass that waypoint, I generally, on an RNAV approach, set the aircraft to descend about 100 feet above the minimum. So we'll probably set it to 500, and the aircraft will do its thing. I'll probably take over at 1,000. Pretty standard. As we're passing 17,000 feet. And don't forget, for anybody who is interested in a specific flight, you can comment in any one of my videos of a specific flight you'd like to see. Basically, I try to keep it real, like a real world flight. If you can comment a route as well as a call sign, that would be fantastic. Go ahead and try to squeeze that into the schedule. You can comment on any video that you do see. I respond pretty quickly, so you don't have to worry about me not responding to anything. We'll maintain the 290 at the moment. Actually, we'll go speed intervention. We'll swing her down 280. Should be a beautiful, beautiful sunset approach coming into Hobart. I hope I'm saying that correctly, Hobart. It's in Tasmania. It is a state of Australia. Flying in the PMDG 737. I have to say, this aircraft feels really good. Feels really good. No complaints with it. Even, you know, just 50, 40, 30 feet above the runway, that ground effect just kicks in so beautifully in this aircraft. We'll wind the speed back 250. We'll see if the aircraft will start slowing down. So we're coming up on 13,000 feet. Continue to monitor the aircraft here. Looks like we're slowing down beautifully. "10,000 feet, we'll go ahead and select our QNH that we have set here. Barometric pressure. Slight lag there. Look at that beautiful sunset. I believe this flight takes place in the evening time. I believe it departs from Perth at around 2:43 p.m. local standard time, and arrives here at around maybe 9. Coming up 10,000 feet. We'll go ahead. Landing lights coming on. And we'll go standard pressure. Aircraft's going to dip down. That is normal. We are above the VNAV's profile at the moment, 300 feet above, so we'll catch back up. I'll get the speed, wind it down 230. 400 feet showing above the VNAV profile now. Once we get to 230, the aircraft will start going back down. There we have it. Go 500 feet. And we'll go 210 on the speed. We'll get the speed brakes out. Auto brake set to 3. Try to hit Charlie. We're looking for stand 4. So we're coming up on Limdu. Max 230 on the speed. We have to be above 5,500. All is looking well. We are 210. Coming up on 8,000 feet. Showing us 500 feet above the VNAV profile. Hopefully we'll get back down. Let's have a look at some more beautiful wing views here. Airport off to our right wing. I believe it's right over here. Just sync our heading to our final approach course 300. We're missed approach here is going to track direct Hotel Bravo Tango Echo Hotel, and then track 300, climb to 4,200. Missed approach is going to set to 4,200, and once we hit below 1,000 feet, and our VNAV's coming back in nice. Got our fixed rings here of 10 and 5 nautical miles. Starting our right turn there, we're gonna go flaps 1. Speed check 190. Beautiful. Flaps 5. Speed 170. Set our speed brakes. A little steep right now on the descent. Once I lower the gear, aircraft should start to slow down. We'll go gear down. Flaps 15 set. Come up top here. Get the rest of our stuff on here. There's the runway out in front of us. And we're going 148 on our final approach speed. So we'll maintain 170 until 5. So go below 1,000 feet here. We can change our altitude 4,200 for the missed approach. .148 and flaps 30. Alright, we got gear down 3 green. Flaps 30 set. Speed brakes are armed. Auto brake set to 3. Should be ready for landing. A little bit of a crosswind there, 6 knots. Shouldn't be anything too crazy. $1,000 is checked. 4,200 is set. Go ahead, take the aircraft. Autopilot off. Auto throttles are off. My aircraft. And let's try to clean this one up, shall we? 2 whites, 2 reds on the approach. Trim the aircraft out. Maintain speed. A little high there. Let's get her back down.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Burst coming out. Let's try to hit Charlie. And 70 knots check. And we'll go auto brake off. Manual braking. Ladies and gents, welcome down to Hobart. Flight time 3 hours 49 minutes. We'll vacate here. Yeah, we'll go Virgin Australia. Beautiful. Let's go clean up the aircraft here. We'll come up top. Start the APU. Not using the track IR at the moment. Forgot I even had that, to be honest with you. Beautiful approach coming into Hobart. Everything beautiful about this approach. And I'm not sure what the landing rate was on that one. Felt buttery. Probably off center a little bit. Just picking up some wind there. A couple hundred feet above. So, yeah. And basically gate 4, so we're going to go ahead and make a right here, and gate 4 is directly straight ahead. Which is a bonus. Just let the aircraft kind of roll in there. We're going to turn off our taxi lights. So let's quickly fix that. And there we have it. Parking brake coming on. Come up top here. APU gens can come on. We'll go ahead. APU bleed. Engine 1 and 2 can come off. And fuel pumps can come off. Turn off as much as I can here. We'll open up GSX and we'll request deboarding.
Requested.
Could have went up a little bit more, but there we have it, ladies and gents. We are in Hobart with Qantas. Qantas Link. I think that's a Boeing 717. A lot of Boeing 717s out there in Australia. So. But anyways, ladies and gents, thank you for coming out to fly with me today with this beautiful 737 and the newly updated PMDG aircraft with the flight bag, universal flight tablet, whatever you want to call it. Again, we are, if you're tuning in right now, we are doing the giveaway for the E-Jets aircraft. You must be subscribed to the channel. You have to comment down below in this video to enter yourself into the draw, and the giveaway will happen. It should happen next Monday, so 7 days from now. We are going to be doing a second flight in between. Should be released on Thursday, maybe Friday. We're flying Brisbane to Cairns, I believe. We're going to be probably in the Qantas again. Qantas 737. All 737 flights here in Australia. Haven't flown the 737 on the channel in the last little while, so we're gonna kind of blow it up out here in Australia. But anyways, ladies and gents, thank you for flying with me today, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.